All right, this is Janaea Ote with Kids and Culture Camp, and we are in week 2 of our online summer camp program. And I am so delighted to have with me today Eden Wilson. Eden is a former Kids and Culture camper. She's a KCC graduate, as we call them. And I'm just going to let Eden tell you a little bit about herself and what she's doing with the camp this summer. Hey, Eden.
Hi. So I am, as she said, a KCC graduate. I started when I was 6 years old when me and my brothers came as campers, and my mom was a teacher. Then the next year, my oldest brother graduated. He became a CIT and then eventually a counselor. The CIT is a counselor in training. And I went all the way from 6 up to 12. And then I moved away to Chicago. But since it's online this year, I was thankfully able to be a counselor in training. Ever since I was like probably my second year at 7, I wanted to be a counselor because I always looked up to the counselors because they were just so cool and they were exciting. They were always talking to us, making sure we were having fun. So just having that experience of being like very supported by my counselors made me want to come back and be one when I was old enough. So now I'm very happy that I can do it as well.
Excellent. Well, I can tell you, we are very, very happy to have you on board as a counselor in training. Eden is so, so talented, y'all. Like, she is so talented. So, what I want to talk about, I want to ask you 2 questions. The first question is, when you attended Kids and Culture Camp as a camper, what were some of your favorite things, like your favorite activities or classes? Like, what did you like the most?
I think my favorite is probably a tie between cooking and yoga. During cooking, we always made like some really, really cool different dishes, especially I think my favorite was when we made karma. That was really, really good. And the only thing about cooking though is that we make the little tiny ones and I always want to eat more. And it's so good. I love how everybody gets to help out when they make it and it feels like a real group effort. And I also just like yoga because we get to play sun, moon, and star, where everyone goes around, like you say, sun, past someone else, and go moon, star. And that's really fun. I love doing all the different yoga poses. You know, I'm a gymnast. I like to stretch and do all that kind of physical stuff. So yoga is really fun, but also the cultural lessons are great because I think I'm a lot more aware of, the world and geography because of Kids and Culture Camp. So I think I learned a lot and it's definitely been a great experience and it would be a great experience for anybody to come and learn, especially from a young age.
All right. Okay, Eden. So cooking, yoga, and the cultural lessons.
Yes.
Mama Letitia, our cooking instructor, she's gonna love to hear that, as well as Mama Medea, who is also one of our cooking instructors as well. And today, the campers right at this very moment are actually having yoga with Mama Taisha right now. So
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome. There's something else I wanted to, oh, I know I wanted to ask you about. Well, I really wanted you to just share a little bit. So we've been working on a self-paced course called Culture Quest for Kids and Culture Camp. So even if you're not able to attend our in-person camp and you are looking for a diverse curriculum so that your children can learn about countries and cultures from around the world, we've created Culture Quest. And let me tell y'all, Eden is so techie. Like, she is, how old are you, Eden?
I'm 15.
She is 15, and I'm going to give her a minute in a moment so she can share her social media handles so your children can see what she's up to. But she is so techie and she is so good with technology and coding and so amazing. Eden is actually creating games that go with our cultural lessons, our online cultural lessons, the self-paced course, Culture Quest, and it's so amazing. So we've met and we've talked about a couple of the games. She actually did a demo for me for a world map game for the little ones where they can match and identify the continents. And so I guess one thing I really, really appreciate is I love seeing our campers that have gone through Kids and Culture Camp and have aged out come back because they're giving back. They are here helping the other campers, they're helping the teachers, and Eden is utilizing her talents and her skills to work on Culture Quest. And as we speak right now, in the 8 to 12-year-old breakout room, Aoife is teaching the campers chess. And Aoife is another Kids and Culture graduate, meaning she has aged out. She is 15 now. So I think that's awesome. Do you want to talk a little bit about coding, tech, your tech skills, what you're going to do for Culture Quest, any of that?
Yeah, so I started coding probably, I started pretty late. I started around like 10 or something. I'm not actually a very mathy, STEMmy type person, but my dad, he loves coding so much, and he always wanted to get me and my brothers into it. So he had a bunch of math games and coding games installed on his iPad. And of course, I was avoiding them like the plague until we were on a road trip and we were out of Wi-Fi. I couldn't play anything else. So eventually I was like, maybe I'll try it. But even though I'm not a math or STEM type person, I love doing logic puzzles, and coding requires a lot of logic. So once I got into it and I got into a lot of problem solving, then I was able to get really into it. Once I got into it, I became really good at it. I taught everything to myself because I love to just teach myself stuff. I started to make tutorials on my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel is Lemonerdy. You can find that on YouTube. I also post on Instagram and Facebook. You can find my videos on all platforms as Lemonerdy, except Facebook is the Lemonerdy Show. And I make tutorials on how to make specific games, but soon, actually starting this summer, I'll be doing my online course hosted on my website, lemonerdy.com, called Lemonerdy University. I just finished a pitch competition where I won $1,000 to fund my new course, and hopefully I'll be able to teach a lot more kids coding from the ground up, including how to use variables, how to organize data, how to make graphics, animations, all that kind of fun stuff.
That's so awesome, Eden. Super, super, super proud of you. Now, can you just spell out your handle, Lemon Nerdy, so that it's clear how to follow you on through YouTube or your other social media handles? Go ahead and spell that out for us.
Okay, so it's LEMONERDY on all social media as Lemonerdy, and you can find my coding videos in a playlist on my YouTube channel on the front page.
Excellent. All right. So we encourage you all, check out Lemonerdy, check out Eden Wilson. Again, I am just so thankful and excited to have her with me this week, working with Kids and Culture Camp as a counselor in training. She's doing a phenomenal job. We're having a lot of fun. And Savannah Petty will be joining us tomorrow. So there'll be a little bit of a reunion of sorts between KCC graduates. So thank you, Eden. And if anyone wants more information about Kids and Culture Camp, you can visit our website at kidsandculture.com. You can also follow us on Instagram at Kids and Culture Camp. Okay.